Hey, studettes, let's get to the Lord's work. Big breakout on Friday in the QQQ. So today we're going to go over some market indexes. We're going to do a little bit of a top-down approach into what's happening in terms of different sectors. Then I'll get into the watch list. There's some hot names going on, led by semiconductors, led by AI stocks, which has been the theme for quite some time. Let's do this. So first of all, big day on Friday. You know, no getting around it. We had a little triple tap flag going on. We broke out and we followed through. If you look at the IWM, we're right at the sweet spot too. Finished up about 0.85%. Looking pretty good though. If you look at this chart, this can send the market if we can get it going. Now, we've been saying this forever, right? But it's never actually broke. So I think this is important. That level 206, IWC, this is the microcap ETF. You can see here too, you're coming out of a little bit of a flag. Still like really in a big long range here. So we want to see this thing start to pick up some steam too. If we can get that, I think that we're really in for some fun. But otherwise, like, dude, we have so much awesome stuff going on here. Like, Beto, this is the Bitcoin ETF. I mean, hot damn. Like, that's a nice flag developing again. Bitcoin's about 63,100 currently. Like, this crypto stocks can probably go again. Would it be nice if it went sideways for 2 days, let the 9 EMA catch up? Yes. But sometimes hot is hot, and we just have to respect that of what's going on. ARK. The ARK is starting to look like, you know, maybe it could maybe come out of some range. If the IWM goes out, if the IWM breaks, this ARK is about to break, right? If IWM breaks, and watch this ARK, send an alert at 5250. If it does that, it's a straight shot to 55. If it breaks 55, then holy hell, right? We've got all this fun stuff to do. Will it get ever back to 165? No. Kathy Johnson, hot MILF, possibly hot GILF, great investor, nobody really knows. Will this thing ever get back to, you know, pre-Suzanne Summers days? Probably not, but she's a GILF. What can you do, man? We got to support her. Buy this ETF, man. We need more of this in the financial space, not less. So ARK is looking good. If it breaks this level, coming into the 55, we'll see what's up. All sorts of nice little earnings plays on Friday, too. Add this to the earnings gapper list. Dell looking freaking fantastic. NTAP also, right? Big bases on both of these. Look at how many years this goes back. I mean, on NTAP. Dude, this is going back from like the early 2000s. You got a breakout here. Got a breakout in Dell. These are both day two plays. Dell actually had some good range. It doesn't look like much, but dude, it went from 119.27 a hot second, right? A couple hours. Like, that's what you want to see. This is, you know, both of these are just right up our alley in terms of what we're looking for. I want you to add a couple more names to this. You know, I want you to add a couple more names to this. So, first of all, Root. I've been trying to short this thing for a while. I haven't shorted it even once yet, but it is getting parabolic here. It's just a big, giant short squeeze. Obviously, somebody's got stuck. This is one of those kind of, right? Big hedge fund was probably stuck short in this thing in the teens, and now they're getting squeezed, and we'll hear about it a little bit later. But I think a gap up on this, we short this thing. The volume is starting to increase too. We got Dell for a day two play. Week open, red to green, something along that end. SMCI ran into the close on an S&P 500 addition to the index. The 150 points is a lot for S&P 500 index addition, but heat is heat. There's only 40 million shares available. They did do a convertible, so there might be a few more laying around, but hot damn, right? We've got a breakout setting up on this again. I can't believe this because, I mean, I can believe it, but it felt like we were in maybe a little bit of a top on this. This usually signals a top. And then this S&P thing came out. It might run again. I probably won't play this at all. It's too expensive, too much spread, too wild. I just don't trade these things very well. unless it's just a picture-perfect setup. So we'll see this. I think, watch and see how it reacts around the high. Does it get dumped? Does it push through? It's going to be at a key spot. Awesome. We had some awesome trades. I had this CVNA at the ORB on Friday. And, dude, it had some nice pull back to the bone zone. Late day, breakout. Dude, that's all you can ask for the stock, right? Like, does it push at the open? Do the dips get bought? When it consolidates, does it follow through? Yes, yes, and yes on these. Looking really good. Week open, takeout of 84. We've got to do it, right? Yes. Is this stock overvalued? Probably with $6. Does this company probably make any money or ever make any money? Probably not. Not that I've read. Not that I care. But we've got, heat is heat. And that's the thing that people got to remember in bull markets, right? Heat is heat. Hot is hot. We're not here for personalities. We're here for looks. And hot is hot, right? Oh, dude. Love this course, right? Earnings breakout here. Pull back into the bone zone. Nice flag developing. 147 million share float. Dude, that's a good-looking stock right there. I mean, hot damn. AMD, big day on Friday. Dude, I had this so many times. Off the 9 EMA, off the pullback. I kept selling early on this thing. I don't know what gets into me on Fridays. The squeezes always happen on Friday, but I'm still pikering some of these perfect entries. If this gaps up tomorrow, we probably will take this down for a quick gap fade type of short. Maybe if it gaps up to like 210 or something. Otherwise, leave it alone. GTLB. Some of these old little earnings plays are starting to consolidate from the previous earnings season, consolidating, ready to push. The earnings are out tomorrow. So probably we'd have to leave this alone unless it gaps. Aspen, some shady chat room probably pushed this thing. It hit 18, popped the dollar. None of my alerts went off. TC2000, I had like 5 alerts on this thing. None of them went off. And by the time they went off, it was like already here and tanking. I think it's still in play. There's probably some chat room pump this thing. And, now you got to kind of rinse out those sellers. But it should be okay. Dash, we had this on the watch list on Friday. Nice flag breakout. Still looks pretty good. Dude, this has probably got a day 2. Week open, though. Like a retest of 125, I think would be really, really nice. Uber, man. Uber, what a run. Dude, this thing is about to cook and book again. I had the flag breakout here. It did that. Now you got a little bit more of a flat breakout. We're just changing the trend, redrawing the trend lines, baby. How many times you done that in your career, right? You see something, you're like, whoop, redraw. I've been doing this on Uber nonstop. This looks great for tomorrow. Trip. Keep an alert at 28, man. This isn't earnings gap here, consolidation. That's the play, baby. Okta had an inside day after the earnings gap. Watch this thing at 112. I think it could take it out. And then, dude, HIMS. We've been sitting there staring. Dude, in our chat room, we just staring at this thing for days. It's not doing anything, but it is starting to flag out. And it's tightening up here. I think that one's got... Dude, that one's ready to party. It really is ready to party. So add that thing. It might need like 1350, 1375, and then I think it's good. Duolingo, inside day. I love that. Look how tight the range is here. So tight. 232 to 238. Dude, this thing is a $12 ATR. Moved like 4 points, 5 points on Friday. I think this thing, if it breaks out 240, like it's ready to partay. Sell H, dude, we had the hot trade on this at the open on Friday. It popped like $4 or $5, and then it just dumped out of nowhere. I think it's still in play. It may have just had one of these kind of short squeezes, and it's fizzling out a little bit, but it'll reset at some point. And, dude, I don't know what was going on with Palantir. It looked like a nice flag. Little news after hours on this thing. Let's keep an eye on this. See if the dip gets bought out. I think it's pulling right back into support. Like, when you have these kind of longer flags, sometimes, like, getting them on a big dip on some random news is actually the best way to hit it before it breaks out. So I'm going to see how this reacts around this level here at around 24, and then we'll see kind of what's going on. Guys, think about themes in the market. What are the themes? You know, we have semiconductors, and that's the AI theme. AI, semiconductor, same thing for current purposes. You know, look, even Marvel broke out, right? Dude, Marvel never does anything. Even Marvel broke out. So this is when you know that the sector's hot. So you want to go in, and dude, very tradable, by the way. You can add this for tomorrow. Breakout, pullback, dude, amazing squeeze on it. You know, that's what you want to see, right? So we have sector run right now. I think that's going to be important. We got all sorts of stocks, man. We got earnings plays, day 2 plays, day 3 plays, trenders. You know, we got the whole work. So let's see what goes on tomorrow, guys. Trade well, trade fast. I'll see everybody in the chat room. Guys, remember we got a free trial to the chat room, too. You guys are more than welcome to come and hang out with us. I'd love to see you guys in there. Peace.